of K2, which is the second largest mountain in the world. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I really want to do that. It just seems so life-changing and a really adrenaline kind of experience. And I love nature. So, I don't know, I would love to do that. I would be gone though for a while because it's 10 days to reach, 10 days of hiking to reach the first base and then 10 days back. So technically it's a 20-day hike, which is like insane. I used to gas myself all the time in front of everyone that, oh my god, I climbed Mission Peak in 40 minutes or an hour in Fremont and Cali, or I would hype up the fact that I climbed Grouse in Vancouver. I think in an hour 30 it was, but yeah, it does not even come close to that. And you know what? The funny thing is, when I was going to climb Grouse in Vancouver, right? I was driving there to the starting point, and I see this hella old guy. This white dude, man. White people are so fit, especially the elder generation. I respect that so much because us brown people, I don't know, our older generations, they just let go of themselves. I don't know why. It's a thing we have. Apparently, you get married and you just stop caring about your looks. Like, come on now. Not even, I don't necessarily mean your appearance. I mean, not your features, but just taking care of your body, you know? Anyway, so I seen this man and I waved at him. He was a very cute, elderly individual. So I arrive at the entry point and this man somehow was there as well. And I'm like, bruh, how did you arrive there on foot while I was driving? Anyway, then we started climbing. The mountain. We started climbing the mountain. Tick-tock, just one step at a time. One step at a time. Climbing the mountain. And obviously you lose sight of everybody because it's so uphill that you take one turn and you just can't see anybody behind you anymore or in front of you. Anyway, man, when I finally reached the top, I saw that guy there before me. I was like, this is insane. How fit is this individual? I'm pretty fit, honestly. I mean, at that time I was gymming and I was doing all of that stuff. I haven't gymmed in forever now, but I still keep fit because I play ball occasionally, frequently. So, I don't know, man. He was a very, very strong person, and it was inspiring and also embarrassing that I was out there just gassing myself that I finished the mountain in an hour and 30, but this man was just chilling with this 1 hour hike. He was a boss, bro. And the funny thing is, I realized in that moment what a piece of shit I am, because while I was climbing, I seen bare footsteps and also the mountain lion footsteps or whatever, or at least it looked like that. Footprints, not footsteps, sorry. And I heard like growling, and I was freaking the hell out. And I was like, I hope there's people in front of me. I hope there's people in front of me so they'll eat them first and I can escape. Oh my god, it's so terrible. And while I'm saying this, I'm also saying, oh my god, you are such a piece of shit of a human being. Take those words back now. Then I'm like, no, I don't want to take it back. It was like multiple personality coming to life in that moment. But now I'm only joking. I would never leave somebody stranded. But it was just, that thought came in my mind, you know. Then I like slapped myself like, shh, that's not you. But it's funny though, because sometimes I feel certain situations can bring out shit when you get a certain thought in your mind that does not represent you. Because you have the right to just discard that thought and not act on it. Your thoughts do not define you. And the same goes for when we're getting anxious thoughts or depressing thoughts and so on. Thoughts create emotions, thoughts create feelings. I mean, your shortcomings before you even dare to point a finger at somebody else. That's how I think. So it's just really hurtful, to be honest, when I see such things. So yeah, I decided not to be posting any Islamic related stuff anymore. And anyways, I never wanted my channel to be having religious content because I don't want my videos to be targeted or catered to like a certain group of people. It's just supposed to be open to everybody, whoever wants to be a part of it, you know what I mean? But it sucks, dude. It really sucks that our community, our Muslim community, is so divided. And it's precisely the lack of unity that has put us in such bad political situations, you know, and political ties with the West or with many other countries or even with each other because of greed and corruption and culture. Like, guys, I really want you guys to know, you non-Muslims, those of you who are non-Muslims, that there are a lot of great Muslims out there who truly represent Islam for what it is, which is peace. Islam, or Muslim, literally means submission to one creator, and submission to one creator means to live in peace. That's it. Even in Islam, in fact, we have rules and regulations that state that if you are living in a country, you are bound by the laws of that country. You simply cannot do things as you please. If that's the case, just move countries. You know what I'm saying? So like, in Paris, for example, I know a lot of people, a lot of Muslims are angry because of the hijab ban, and like, as much as I don't approve of that because it is just a cloth, it's modesty, I mean, you know, but I also understand where France is coming from, you know what I mean? It's their country, and they do not want to align with the hijab, and I understand that for real. I mean, I just moved countries, and I know it's very easy to say that, but I don't know, I guess it's because I'm such an understanding person that I'm able to look at everybody's perspectives. I can understand why people are scared, I can understand why people fear, and I can also understand the Muslim side where you feel like you've done nothing wrong and you don't deserve this. So I get it. It's hard, man. It's hard to be able to find balance. I just wish we could all live in unity and just be able to be ourselves without judgments, without hate, without all this bullshit. Half of the time it's just the government trying to divide us, man, to be honest. It's just sad. It sucks. But yeah, I'm sorry, I feel like I just, as I said, just been rambling a lot. But I think I'm just going to end the video here. I haven't been gaming a lot, so I don't have a lot of content, but I want to play with you guys. Do any of you play COD? I recently got back into it and it's been really fun, but I'm so trash, so I need somebody to carry me, and I'll just, you know, give you support by dying and you having to constantly buy me back. I got your back, bro. But now for real, it's really fun, and I would love to play. If any of you want to play with me, what else? There hasn't been any other new games. Let me know. I feel like I pissed off a lot of Muslims with what I just said, though, guys. I don't mean harm. I am a very, very proud Muslim. I love my faith. I found my faith. Although I was born in a Muslim family, I discovered Islam on my own when I was 19 years old, and I was going through a lot of hardships. I studied Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, for 6 years.